topic of discussion is handling key events. In my last video, I have discussed about handling mouse events based on event delegation model. In this video, we will be discussing about handling key events based on event delegation model. Okay. New Java class. Let me say key events. Okay. So tell me the name of the class, key events. Okay. Now tell me what are the interfaces it should implement. Key listener, only key listener is there. So I'll remove all these things. Key listener, okay. Now instead of this, what you should do is add mouse listener. What we should keep? Add
key listener.
Key listener, right? Only one interface is there. Now we can have the paint method printing message and mouse X. Okay, we'll have if you want, we can have an upper right corner as a default value. So let me put 0 and 10. Okay, tell me which are the methods that are implemented by that interface. There are only 3 methods. Okay, key pressed, key pressed. Okay, then
key entered,
key pressed, key entered, key pressed, key released, and key typed. It is key pressed, okay, and key typed. And what is the name of the event? It is, we'll see once and come back. Right? Key pressed, key released, key typed. Name of the event is key event. So what is the name of the event? It is key event. Okay. Key event. Then okay, instead of this, I'll copy the same thing. What is the second method? Key pressed, key released, and then
key exit,
key typed. Whatever key I type, that character should be displayed. Okay. Now initially, let me have employee implementation. Right? Key events. The name of the class is key events, right? So the same structure which I built for mouse, I have built again here. Okay. Now when I press the key, what should be shown? Show status of. I should just get key pressed. That's it. Okay. So I'm just showing key pressed. Then when I release, it should say key released. So key released. Then, right, when I type the key, okay, rather it should show me the message, whatever key I'm typing, it should be printed on the applet. Okay, so KE, to be making it suitable, I'll just make it KE. You can have ME also, no problem. Right now, the message to be displayed is message. I will just concatenate. So message plus equal to whatever key I'm typing, it should come there. Okay. So KE dot, there is a method called get key char. Whatever character I typed, the same character will be displayed. Suppose you type shift. Shift cannot, it's not a character, isn't it? Nothing will be printed. Okay. When I press A or 1, which can be converted to a character, ASCII values are there, that character will be printed. So message plus equal to ke dot get key char. Okay. I have already given the xy as 0 and 10. It's not 0, 0, it's 0, 10. I need to call the paint method again. So repaint. Right. That's all. Now let us see the output. Right, applet is started. I am just pressing W, okay, W Okay, so I got W, isn't it? Then E, see, I gave my message plus equal to. So the previous value W will also be there. I'm just concatenating. Okay, I can also press 5. Now I am pressing shift. Okay, nothing is generated. Okay, so when I see here, when I type something, key pressed and key released events are also happening. Okay, whenever I type something, even key pressed and key released is also happening. So you can see in the status bar as key pressed and key released, and the same character can be displayed even in the applet. Okay, that's all. Key events is done. Okay, clear? Clear? Shall we go to the theory part now? Now you'll be able to understand the theory part, whatever we have discussed. So when we started with event listener, event handling, right? I told you there are two methods. The first method is old approach and the second method is modern approach. Old method is completely deprecated because event will be keeping on propagating up in the hierarchy of the containment classes, okay, which wastes our time. But the new model is called delegation event model. The same overhead is eliminated. Whatever is the drawback of the previous method is eliminated because a source generates an event and it sends it to one or more listeners. Listeners simply wait until it receives an event. Once an event is received, the listener processes the event. Here, we got an advantage is that the event is not traveling up in the containment hierarchy. Instead, the event is given to somebody else to process that event. The advantage of this design is that the application logic that processes the event is clearly separated from user interface logic, right? And there is one more requirement in the delegation model is that listeners must register with the source in order to get the notification. Okay, right? Then only to that listener we will be sending the notification. So the notification will be sent to all the listeners who have registered. Okay, so now we can see there is something called event source. Source is an object that generates an event. It can be any state change. To register the listener, we should use the add type listener method. If we want to remove it, we can use remove type listener. Okay, the type can be key or mouse or action. Okay, action for button. Okay, so event source we finished. When we click something, when we do something, and object is raised, all the event classes are available within this awt.event package. Okay, and there is something called event listener. All these listeners are interface. Okay, this interfaces only handles that event by implementing some of the methods that are available abstract within it. A listener is an object that is notified when an event occurs. It has two requirements. First, it should have been registered. Then it should implement all the methods to process the notification. Again, these methods are also available within interfaces are also available within java.awt.event. Okay, so there are many GUI components which generate sources. They are called event sources. Okay, it generates an event. All these events are classes. Okay, it will implement certain listeners. These are all interfaces. The interfaces has listener methods. You should know all the theory concept involved text field, which is a focus event, action event, and all. Okay, I've just skipped the theory part. Okay, all these events got constructors, methods. Say for example, key event, does it has a method called me.getX, isn't it? So those methods, constructors of all these classes, okay, constants that are involved is a part of theory, which we have skipped as of now. Okay, so all the 10 sources we saw. Addition to that, we also have applet as a source. In applet, we can generate mouse event or key event. These are the methods to be implemented, right? So you need to register the listener and you should also implement the appropriate interface. Okay, we will only see two examples, which are mouse and keyboard. Okay, so this is the requirement for mouse event I told you. So this is the program which we discussed. This is the output. Okay, it has to extend applet and implement both the mouse listener and mouse motion listener. You can see inside init applet register itself as a listener. Okay, it is both the source as well as the listener. Okay, then commonly in all your GUI applications, your source and listener will be the container. Okay, your source may not be the container, but your listener is the container. Okay, so inside init, the applet registered itself as a listener for the mouse events. Okay, you should implement all the methods of this. These are nothing but the event handlers. Okay, each method handles its event and returns. Okay, that's all. Similarly, for key pressed, I showed you, these are the requirements. Key pressed should come, key release should come, all these requirements. Okay, we will be implementing key listener interface. When a key is pressed, key pressed event is generated. This results in a call to key pressed event handler. Okay, similarly for key released and key typed. Okay, we have written a program to show all these things. Key typed, we also typed the character and the character was displayed on the applet window. Okay, now we have not handled any special keys, okay, such as arrow keys or function keys. If I click function key, what will be displayed on the applet? Nothing will be displayed. If I, for example, if I press control or shift, nothing will be printed. Okay. When I type shift, why did I not get anything on the applet? Why?
It's a special key.
Yeah, it is a special key. We have not written code to handle special key. Okay, all 0 to 9 and A to Z. Okay, it generates a character, right? So based on that, the character will be generated on the container. But when I press shift, there's no character related to it, so it can't print it. So I have not handled the special keys. So now this is the first program for today. We are going to handle the special keys like shift. If I press shift, shift should come on the applet. So how do I do it? So to handle the special keys, okay, it is available within key pressed method. It is not available within key typed. Okay, so to handle your special key, it is available within the key pressed method. Okay, so now I'll write the code for that. I need to handle shift key, isn't it? That's our first thing. So let me write, take a variable called key of type integer, right? I have a method within key event class is that get key code. To type the character, we use get key char, isn't it? So to get the code of that, I'm going to use get key code. All the values are associated with some ASCII numbers, isn't it? So that one. So I got the code. Then there are multiple conditions. I want to handle shift, alt, left arrow, all that. So I'll use switch control for that. So switch of key, right? After the switch, right, I wanted to call the repaint method again because I'll give a new message. So I'll call the repaint method. So I'll also write that. Now, within the switch, my first case is going to be case, right? Case 1. First case, I wanted to handle shift key. Okay. So I can use the class. The class name is key event, right? Dot, okay, VK. VK stands for virtual key codes. All the keys are given some virtual key codes, isn't it? So we need to handle shift, right? So I'll pick this. Okay. So after giving the case constant, right, I need to handle it. So message plus equal to, okay, I'm concatenating with the old message. Okay, message, this is equal to, I just give shift, right? I need to display this on my applet container. Okay, so after concatenating with the message, break, right? Then I can have one more case, right, to handle control key. So that's called as VK underscore control, VK underscore control. So here I need to display CTRL. That is how it is there on my keyboard. So CTRL. So similarly, I need to handle F1 key. So I have something called VK underscore F1. Right. So I'll just say it is F1. Right. Similarly, you can write for till F12, you can write. Okay. Right. If you want to handle up arrow, all that, isn't it? For that, VK underscore, I think there is a constant called left. Right. It stands for left arrow. left arrow, right? Up arrow is there, down arrow is there. Okay, I'll handle only few for you. Okay, so after handling this, any one case will be executed, break, and it will come out of the switch, repaint it, and also show in the status bar key down. Okay, now I'll run this program. So I've not handled F12, F2 and all. Okay, so I'm just typing R now. I got R. Okay, F1 is handled, so I'm typing F1. See, I got F1 now. Control Shift is done. Similarly, when I give the key control is also handled, right? This is how we can handle the special keys. The special keys are available within key pressed method. Clear? You can write page up, page down, all the cases you can write. Okay. Yes. So after this, we saw all the mouse events. Then see, do remember whenever you're writing any program, this comment applet code mouse events should be written for all the programs. Okay. So handling mouse events, we have done this. Similarly, handling keyboard events also we have done. Now this is handling special keys. So if you want to handle the special keys such as arrow or function keys, we need to respond to them within the key pressed handler. Okay, they are not available through key typed. Okay, so to identify the keys, we use their virtual key codes. Okay, VK. So the same program, right? So within key pressed method, we are writing using the key code, we'll get the key. Okay, with the virtual key code, we are able to handle it. Okay, so the output, this is output. If I press page up, you will get page up, page down, all that. All the keys can be handled. Right? Thank you all for watching my video.